I feel like I'm moving well in motion. That's one of the things I'm really good at is moving and cutting without the ball and playing off other people. And Biggie finds he's a really good passer when he's in the post, so we dive our fours a lot. And I can play off him. I can play off Isaac and Vince and Ryan on down to anybody. So I just feel like I'm just doing that well. And on defense, I just have to concentrate a little bit more. It's just little things. Concentrating, knowing just where to be, and just not fouling a lot. Just having my hands up and not making little small ticky-tack fouls. So that's what I feel like.
What are you trying to make your role? Like, what sort of things are you trying to embrace as to your way of helping this team?
Just bringing energy, constant energy, day in and day out. When we have energy, we're good. When I bring energy, I'm good. So this team, they thrive off my energy. When I come in and make a hustle play or just bring energy, the crowd feeds off it, we feed off it, and we go on a long run like we did the other night MSG. And also just finding my place, also rebounding, and finding my place on defense and offense, and just kind of letting the game come to me, and letting plays come to me too. Just not trying to go out there and force it or hunt for your shot.
You theorized last season that watching would pay off for you down the line. Are you seeing that translate to the court this season?
Yeah. Last year when you watch, you see how to where you can impact the game. You see where people take plays off, or where people get their success, or they get their points, or where they can dominate the college game. So I saw last year was running the floor and bringing energy and getting hustle plays. Sometimes you might not score, but you can do stuff on defense that lead to a score, get a steal, get on a rebound and push it. That's what I can do, and that's what I saw last year. And just taking different type of people's games, or different type of ways and tips just how to dominate the game.
Do you consider yourself a perimeter threat?
Yeah. When I'm locked in, I have energy. I'm a good perimeter threat. I just gotta feed off other people, score off other people. Sometimes plays aren't run for me, but I can just cut without the basketball, set people up, or just dive like we usually do.
It seems like there's a really big opportunity for you with this team, the way it's complected, because a lot of the stuff you do, maybe Purdue doesn't have otherwise. Did you feel like there was, a real opportunity here for you this year?
Yeah, I can defend 1 through 5, and a lot of people on this team can do that. But at my position, be able to be a 4, and you can guard 1 through 5, and just kind of help us switch up the lineup a little bit. You can push Biggie to the 5, and just have me and Vince out there, and it just helps kind of just be able to. We can spread the 4 with me out there, and it helps Purdue basketball being able to just have me out there and just help the team in what I can do.
You feel like you're making a pretty big impact even without putting up,
Points,
big numbers?
Yeah. I've always been a guy like that. I haven't really scored big numbers in college basketball, but I can also do other little things. Like I said, it goes back to hustling, rebounding, and just making the little small plays, because that's what it goes unnoticed, and that's what people see. And we have guys that can score on the team, and you just got to know your role, and that's one of my roles, and I accepted it. It's just playing hard and bringing energy.
And you're especially important because of the depth in the front court, right? I mean, it feels like you're a really, really important player, because obviously you have a really good front court, but you don't have a lot of depth. And your ability to play a couple different positions is really mattering.
It goes back to, you can put Biggie to the 4 or the 5. You can put Vince 3 through 5 if you really wanted to. Me 3 through 5. It helps us spread the floor. It just helps us, and it's a tough matchup for other teams. They can't guard that. It's just we're so big, and we can just spread the court on you and attack you in different ways, outside and it just helps us out.
What are you finding out after a few games here in terms of what you got out of the red shirt? What's really showing up?
I'm finding where I can pick my spots. Against Morehead State, I kind of found a little bit. Against Arizona State, I found where I can attack on the offensive end, and where I can get steals on the defensive end, and just kind of playing off Biggie. This is my first year really playing with Biggie, so I had to adjust to it a little bit. Just how he plays on the floor and where he kind of dominates. So I kind of just played off him a little bit, and that's what you got to do. And I play off Isaac a little bit because those are our main focuses when we on the offense end is throwing the ball inside, and that's what I've learned to just play off them.
Did you get to spend more time on your shot last year?
Yeah, I did. I spent time on my shot and kind of just making individual moves, trying to get to the rim and just focusing on my body. And I did that, I think it was a couple years ago. I came real close to the 50K goal. I was like 100 short. Didn't have time to finish it. I broke my hand, so I kind of just put it to the side. But that's what I mainly worked on with PJ's dad and Joey Burden and Andy. They just helped me with my shot and just making individual moves.
There's guys here who are really high volume three-point shooters. You're a lower volume shooter. How have you sort of adjusted to knowing when to pick your spots on that?
It comes in motion. Like Coach Painter says, sometimes you got to pass up the first one. It might be the second one. It might be the third one. You just got to shoot them in rhythm. And like the other night, I had one on me. Nobody was guarding me, and that's the one you got to take with confidence, and you know you're going to hit it. And like Ryan and Dakota, they might get one. It might be their